Okay, so we're here with the founder of SalesPype, Jeff Grimm. Jeff, you've been in the program for almost a year now, I think a little bit under a year. And if you could just, tell us a little bit about what it is that you do and all that.
Sure. Well, being an entrepreneur, I have several companies, but the main reason I came to you is because I needed help with my software company called SalesPype. And SalesPype is a marketing automation platform and a CRM. We serve a ton of different industries.
Yeah. Awesome. And what was it that you were dealing with before you came to me? And what was it that kind of the problems that you had uh, and why you signed up for the training?
Sure. Well, for me, being the owner, you should be focusing on, high level activities or like the big picture of your company. But I often found myself, wearing every hat. One day I'm doing sales, I'm doing demos, then I'm actually working on product development, then I'm doing customer service. So I just found myself going in every direction,
Yeah.
which meant that, we'd have good sales and we'd have bad sales, good sales, bad sales. I just didn't have any consistent processes in place
Yeah.
or any type of, process to delegate where I'm spending my time.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. I think I saw a post that you put on Facebook and I said, what the hell, I'll jump on a call with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's ultimately led me to, be willing to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Try and fix some issues in my business.
Right. And then what happened when you came into the actual training? What happened with your business?
Sure. Well, so probably the biggest thing for me, the takeaway is having access to the online portal where I can just go through all your training videos. And that was my starting point, just in terms of like prospecting or just sales processes, scripting. So that was good, being able to watch those videos on demand. But
Mm-hmm.
more so, probably my favorite part is just the fact that I could have one-on-one calls with you.
Yeah.
So I could have an idea in my head, but I could actually jump on a call with you and say, hey, what do you think of this? Does it make sense? Or am
Right.
I just full of it?
Right.
So those calls were really helpful to me. And also the fact that I was able to bring my assistant on the calls, it just helped us kind of refine our processes.
Right. And with your processes, like before, kind of being like all over the place, you wearing the different hats. What happened with your business where now, like what's going on? What's different now than what was happening before?
It's just way more consistent.
Yeah.
So, I'd have good months and bad months.
Yeah.
And a lot of that could be traced back to, all right, maybe I have a marketing plan in place this month, but then I get busy doing something else and then it would fail the next month because I just forget about it. Well,
Right.
with you, just following some of the prospecting methods, it became, a daily routine of this is what I'm doing for the first couple hours. I wake up every morning, maybe I'm on Facebook or I'm on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really just kind of mapping out time in my day where I had to dedicate to prospecting.
Yeah. We're
And
now.
then
Go ahead.
and then the bigger thing was, so I don't want to do the prospecting every day, but I needed to at least learn the processes.
Sure.
So I followed what you were teaching, and then I ended up hiring 2 VAs to do it for me.
Right. And I think that's when we really trained your VAs in what to do, that then you started having more of the consistency, the predictability, and the consistency of the sales coming through as well. Right.
Yeah, that, and also I just had a little bit more of a life again.
Yeah.
So, it's draining when you're the person doing all these different tasks. And so when I could just come in and see that my VAs had booked appointments following, your prospecting stuff, that
Yeah.
was just a huge relief to me because I didn't have to think about it.
Right. Right. Awesome,
And
man.
quite honestly, I didn't have to say the same thing over and over and over every day. I mean, as much
Yeah.
as I
Yeah.
love my software, I can't talk about it all day, every day.
Right.
It's
Right.
exhausting.
Right. And I think we were able to help you increase your sales somewhat too, right?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's, number one, it's more consistent, but the sales have gone up as well. And I think even I think it was within the first 2 months, we were running a promotion and I was using some of the prospecting things on Facebook and LinkedIn. And we had at least 2 weeks where we were doing more than $20,000 in sales. And
Yeah.
that's like upfront money. I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't like a drip or anything. So that's like 40K, just in my pocket within a matter of, a couple weeks.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's great.
So I'm a believer.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Anything that you would say to somebody that like might be on the fence about hopping into the program? in my training?
I'd say, I mean, honestly, do it. I bought a lot of programs over the years. Some of them I never open up,
Mhm.
but with you actually kind of held me accountable. So I'm paying you money, but you're actually reaching out to me to make sure that I'm going through the training. Am I getting something out of it? Like you actually cared that there was a result.
Mhm.
Versus everybody else, hey, give me $2,000. Here's your online access, and I'll probably never see you or talk to you again. I got my money.
Sure.
I could actually reach out, and if I didn't reach out, you were, reaching out to me via Facebook Messenger, say, hey, what's going on?
Right.
So I'd say absolutely, it's worth it. It's worth more than what you were charging, quite
Mhm.
honestly. And there's a lot of scammers in the marketing industry.
Mhm.
Fortunately, you're not one of them. So I'm very happy to have found you.
Awesome, man. Congratulations for you for putting in the work and having those, 20K weeks. It's awesome.
Hopefully there's more coming.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Awesome, man. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thanks, man.
Yeah, likewise.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right. Take care.